everybody, welcome. I'm joining you for so basically in this reading I'm going to provide you is happy Mother's Day to you all for this Sunday for Sunday for May 11th, 2025. So basically in this wonderful reading I'm going to provide you is that we're going to have what's going on in the situation, we're going to understand about what's going on, and we're going to understand about how it's going to be. I know that it's going to be very interesting of how sweet this video is, and I hope that all the mothers will enjoy this video, even if you're a mother or a father or whoever else, whoever you are, my viewers who are out there, you understand that this is going to be a very modular situation about what's going on in that way. This is the way it goes. If you hear any background noise, I'm having a cafe shop. This is the way it can be. And if you're hearing any boys and all that stuff, I'm so sorry about both the boys being a little bit louder than me. But you know, that's just the way how it goes, right? So when you're in a cafe shop, you know that there's so much noise and all that stuff. Right? That's how it's going to be. But now we know that you have to understand that how it's going to be in that way, and you have to understand about how you can understand about how you can do the best way it's going to be in that way. Okay? So in this oracle card, it says judgment. And understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. That's what involves like situation. Is the way how this is, the way how you can understand that. That's the way it's going to be in that way, because you have to understand that when you have judgment, you pay attention to what it's going to be in that way. And if you have to do, you have to be responsible for how it's going to be in that way. That's how it's going to be, and that's how it's going to be. That's how it's going to be. So let's see what's going on here. I'm going to look at from the middle, and I'm going to work my way how it seems to be in this whole area. So let's see what's going on here. Basically, we have the Hangman is reversed, means that you have no restrictions because it's based on that, based on how you can understand the how it's going to be. And when you have no restrictions, you have that based on how you can do it. And when we know, right, this is like how appealing this is, but the way how this is, it's like how majestic this seems to be. But then you have to understand about how you can understand the way how you feel, the way how you act, the way how you can be sincere, your own abilities from how you can do it in that way, and you have to know about your own priorities, about knowing what to do, and you have to understand about how you can do that, right? That's the way things be. Things will be in that way, and things will be in that whole entire way, and saying, alright, well, I know what to do, I got this, but then it's like, well, not necessarily, right? That's the way things be. But you have to understand that when you go through this whole entire situation, whether you have these not so much restrictions, you pay attention to what happens in that way. That's how it's going to be. And when you do that, you have to know exactly how you're doing that in that way. You have to do how you can do it in one another. It's like how you can manifest your own situation, whether you like it or not. Whether you know how controlling this is, or how you're feeling, or how you can be who you are. That's the way it seems to be. So let's see what's going on. I'm going to go from the middle to the left, middle to the right. So the 6 of Wands is upright, follow the 9 of Wands is upright, follow the 10 of Cups is upright, follow the Page of Pentacles reversed, follow the 10 of Wands reversed, follow the 10 of Pentacles upright. Yeah, so you're going to have wealth, you have completion, you have fear, but then you have basically, celebration, that's the way it goes. So you can do it in our Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, you can do it in our Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, you can do it in our Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So there's always these nice zodiac signs that you pay attention to. That's the way it goes, because that's the way it seems to be, right? That's how it seems to be in that way, because you have to do how you can do it. And right, you have to believe that everything has to be all great, but then you do exactly how it is. It's like how you can do it in one way or another. It's like how you can understand how everything is going to go in that way. You have to play by play the situation, whether it's going to go in your head or in your own mind or whatever it is. But then you pay attention, okay? What's happening between the middle and the right side? The right cups is upright, followed by the 9 of Swords reversed, followed by the 4 of Swords upright. Yeah, because you're going to have rest, or you're going to be feeling about something. Because it's like you're feeling like, okay, well, I need to know what to do. I need what it takes. Because, things to be in that perspective, because that's the way it kind of goes. It's like how you can understand that in the way of how this is, because it's the way it seems to be, right? You know what it takes, you know how you can do it, but then it's like how you can understand how you're feeling in the way how this is, right? You have to be supported. You have to do exactly how you're told to do. Be responsible because that's the way it seems to be, right? So let's see what's going on. So I'm gonna go crossway, which means I'm gonna go that way and see what's happening. So it's like, so you have 4 pentacles reversed, right? You have 7 wands upright, follow the tower reversed, follow the knight of swords reversed, follow the ace pentacles reversed, ace wands reversed, king of wands reversed, but the 3 pentacles upright, and because you want separation on your side. That's the way it seems to be. That's the way how it goes. You're feeling like you're silent. You're feeling like how everything is. Because you're thinking, okay, well, this is the way it goes. This is the way how I understand this. The way how it seems to be. Because that's the way it seems to be in that way. You have to do exactly what you're told to do. You have to be responsible on how you're going to be doing it. That's the way it goes. Let's have to be between the right side. The king of swords reverse. The hermit upright. With the 9 pentacles reversed, yeah, because you're not feeling comfortable. You're feeling uncomfortable. That's the way it goes. If you're looking for a soulmate, you're doing exactly how it is. But when the 9 pentacles reversed, you are feeling uncomfortable. It's like, why I'm feeling like this? Why I need to do this? Why I can't, go with the flow? Because things are not going as planned. Things are not going away, and you're thinking, well, this is not going to be how satisfying this is. So let's see what's going on from the middle to the right side. This is upright, lowest is upright, the star reversed, the strength card reversed, and the high priest is upright. Yeah, because you're going to use your inner voice. You have justice because you're telling the truth. Lowest is upright, you're making decisions, and the strength card reversed because you have no strength. You're having low strength. Excuse me. But the way how this is, that's how it seems to be in that way. And you're thinking, okay, well, this is how it is. And when things are not going as planned, it's like why I'm doing this, why I'm focusing on this, right? That's how it seems to be. What's happening between the middle and the right side, and the left side? Hermit's upright, follow the Hierophant reverse, follow the Chariot upright, follow the Justice reverse, follow the Wheel of Fortune upright. Yeah, because on the left side you're not telling the truth, but then you have good luck on your side. But then when you have the Hermit is upright, because you're feeling solitude, but you're looking for a soulmate at the same time. Right, you need to go with it. You need to do exactly what it takes. It's beyond about that comparison, beyond 2 things that you're doing exactly what you're told to do. You have to be responsible on how it is, right? Because this is like almost like a life lesson here. But then it's like, well, that's the way it should be, right? That's the way it is. Because when you're focusing on what's going on in that way, because you're focusing on that. So let's say, let me focus on the left side. 5 wands is upright. Okay, what's in there? 6 wands reversed. Okay, what's on the right? 9 wands is upright. Yeah, see, there's fear on this side. There's fear. The 5 wands is upright. There's chaos here. And the 6 wands reversed. There's no celebration. Right? So it's like you had enough with it. You're having the way how this is. It's like, why I'm feeling like this? Why I'm feeling like everything is not going as planned? It's because things are not, right? Things are not going as suitable. Everything is not going to be how it is. So it's like how it seems to be in that way, because you need to focus on that. So let me go from the middle to left, middle to right. So 9 pentacles here. Yeah, see, there's no trust. 10 of swords, there's incompletion. 9, the 8 of swords, there's no anxiety. Page of cups, there's no loyalty. The 6 of cups, there's no past. 6 wands, there's no achievement. The 7 of swords, there's no deceit. And 8 of wands, so right, there's new beginnings. Yeah, because that's the way it goes, right? Because you're starting fresh, right? You're waking up how it seems to be in that way. That's the way it seems to be in that way. What's happening between the middle and the right side? 3 pentacles over there, there's excitement. 8 pentacles over there's perfection. The strength of reverse, there's no bravery. But the 3 of swords over there's heartbreak. Yeah, because you're feeling sad. You're whimpering. You're trying to think, well, this is not going to be how it is. This is not a peace offering. This is the way it seems to be. When you do that, you have to know exactly how it takes, because that's the way it seems to be in that way. That's the way it goes. What's in the middle? So you already know which path you're going to take. What's also with that card? The page of short stories, there's education. Yeah, because you're being you're being educated. You're being how it's going to be. Right? You have to know exactly how you're going to be doing in that way, right? So that's how it's going to be. So it's happening on the right side, and left. So it's it. We have the seven of air is plans that need revision, more going on than meets the eye. Poor timing. Yeah, so there could be poor timing here. So you're wasting time. You're thinking like, well, it's the way it seems to be. I need to do what it takes, but then that's the way it seems to be, right? That's how it is. So you could be dealing with our Gemini, Libra, Aquarius as air signs, as zodiac signs, but you pay attention to that. It's happening on the middle side. The moon is upright, so it's Arjuna Haneo. Importance like insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. Because there could be behind the scenes, right? That's the way it goes, right? It's like you need to pay attention on how you're going through in one way or another, and you're thinking, okay, well, this is the way it seems to be. I need to influence this in one way or another. That's how it is. You have to use your misorientation, so you have to do what they told you, but then you do what it takes. That's the way it goes. Right? You ask for a knife, Emma? What's happening on the right side? The seven of water is a complex decision, the need to do research, stop procrastinating. Yeah, stop putting things together, and don't do that, right? You could do that if you want, but it's your choice, right? You leave them there unsettling, things are not going as stability, that's where it goes, and you have to be sincere. Because when you do that, you have to do exactly what it takes, but that's how it is. So you can be the other kind of replaces cancer structure as a okay? That's how it's going to be. And let's see what's going on. Let's see. Something on the left side. The higher it goes. Obsession, sarcastic, consciousness, attachment. Yeah, so you could be having where you're having like obsessions or whatever you're feeling, but the way how this is like how everything's going to be in that way. It's like how you can do it in one way or another. You need to do exactly what it takes, but then it's like how you can do it in one way or another, right? That's how it's going to be. And when you do that, you have to focus on what's going on in that way, because you do what it takes in that way, alright? What's happening in the middle? The lady of the gift, generosity, receiving, withholding. That's the way it goes, right? You're trying to have generosity, maybe you're being generous, maybe you do exactly what you're told to do, but then it's like how you can be receiving, or how you're going to be having holding, whatever it is. But then you have to do exactly what it takes, because about how you can do it. That's the way it seems to be. And when things to be in the right perspective, that's the way it goes. That's the way it seems to be in that way. Because, everything has to be good, but then it's like how you can do it, and that's the way it seems to be. And what's happening on the right side? The lady of the mirror, reflection, non-judgment. Yeah, so this could be maybe judgment, maybe it could be non-judgment, maybe there's a reflection that you're going to be working on, but there are things that you must learn first in order to do that. You have to do what it takes, and you have to what you can to understand that. You're not trying to sacrifice, you're not trying to do exactly what you're told to do, but then you have to do exactly what you're going to be doing, because you have to have your own responsibility from letting it go or whatever it is. But then you have to know exactly how it is, like you have to be responsible on how things are in that way, alright? So that's how it's going to be. And plus, I'll try to read you a Enchanted Mapp. So let's see what's happening here. Let's see. What's happening for this Mother's Day? May 11th, 2025 on Sunday. Reading. So, let's see. Number 32, Magic Prayer. So it says Magic Prayer. So let's see. So it says, Let me read you it. It says, Magic prayer. It says, speak your prayers, listen for the answers, act in faith. It says upright. It says, when you see the magic prayer card, it is a reminder that your prayers will be answered. Spirit is always waiting to help you and to heal you when you're in need. That said, the best prayer is, thy will be done through me. Thy will and not mine be done. Conscious contact with your higher power is achieved through the ritual of prayer and meditation. Speak and listen to divine force within the field of faith. Surrender your wishes and desires to spirit. You may not get what you want, but you will surely get what you need. Your destiny awaits you as long as you keep in conscious contact with your higher power. Be assured that you are on the right path. So basically that means that when you are in your own right path, pay attention to it. That's the way it seems to be. And when you do that, you have to know how you can do it one way or another. And it's the way it seems to be. You have to do exactly what it takes. But then that's the way it kind of unfolds of how it goes. Or that's how it seems to be. So just remember that. And that's how it seems to be that way. But then that's the way it kind of unfolds of that situation. That's the way it kind of goes. So I hope you all like this video. Please understand that this is the way it seems to be. Please go earlier if you see those people in the background. I'm so sorry about that, but you know what? That's the way it seems to be, and you know that's how it seems to be, right? So that's how it is. That's the way it goes, and you have to understand about what it takes. And it's beyond about how it is one or another, and that's how it seems to be. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day to all, and I'll see you next time when you get a chance to. But thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye for now. Really. Bye.